am joined by the sensational Lina Anderberg. Yeah!
Hello, you're such a hype man.
Of
What an
course.
entrance.
Of course. Welcome to the UK Drum Show official podcast. For those of you that have been living under a rock for the last 5 years, Lina has played with over 50 artists all around the world. You've had various TV appearances, and I think at the moment you're kind of best known for drumming for Zara Larsson. You started the drums almost by accident, and in September you will be gracing the main stage of the UK Drum Show on Sunday, the 29th of September. Lina, how the bloody hell does somebody start playing the drums by accident?
That was a very good introduction. Like, you did your homework.
Of course.
That was way, but I didn't even know these things about myself.
Her birthday is, and the number's 07. I'm joking.
420. It was actually 2 days ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
See you later. No, I'm joking.
What was the question?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. See you later. Don't forget about it. No, I'm joking. It was, I think I phrased it as, how the bloody hell does somebody play the drums or learn the drums by accident?
I love the English language. I don't know. It was just like, it was in school and I got to try the drums and then something happened. I just liked it very much.
And that was it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Lina, main stage, UK Drums Show.
Are you trying to make me nervous already?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Main stage like 5 times.
Yeah, well, look, let's make it 6. Main stage UK Drum Show 2024. It's a big gig. It's huge. How does it feel for you to be so accepted and welcomed with open arms into the drumming community and so recognized?
It feels good. It feels like, since I'm mostly like a drummer for other people, it's very fun to do things in my own name and be like, oh, it's Lina playing, it's not Lina playing for this and this. Yep. So it's like, it feels really good and I'm already nervous, but everyone is so kind.
I think I'm really looking forward to, what you bring to the table. Take us back to the sort of the beginning of Lina, because you graduated from quite a prestigious musical school in Sweden, right? Is that correct? In 2016, you kind of did really well with your musical education, and then you got onto the drums. How did it all start for you?
So it's not like we have this thing called the Royal, I don't even know the English word, like the Royal Music School, whatever. It's not that one. So this is like, it's one of the best music schools, but the education is only a year. So it's not like a university or a college. We have this thing in Sweden called folkish schools. It's like, it's in between. Anyway, I barely even remember that I went to that school, but it was a really good experience. I spent most of my time in my practice room. I remember the teachers told me, like, you have to go and be social, you have to go and play with people, you have to do this, and I didn't listen. I was just like, I'm just gonna practice, I'm gonna find my way later. And then when we graduated, I didn't know anyone in my class. But I was better at the drums.
That's amazing. So obviously, like the Zara Larsson gig, that's a enormous show, right? That's a huge gig that you've got. How did an opportunity like that come around for you?
So I got recommended to the MD management, the MD label or management, or how you want to call it, and then they contacted me and asked if I was interested. And then, I was, and then here we are.
But how do you get into those, though, for somebody watching this wanting to know how to get into those social circles and those cliques, how did you manage that? Because that's quite impressive.
Only By playing. Like I don't network and I don't like hang around. I don't go to events and stuff like that. I'm very like, that's really my bad side. So I'm just trying to uh, do my job as good as possible, and then hopefully like people talk about that, and So it was someone who seen me play live with another artist who recommended me further to the other people in England. And then
Yes.
they contacted me, but it was all on recommendations.
Okay.
So it was nothing like I didn't know the right persons and stuff like that.
Right.
It was really just like I've been playing with a lot of artists in Sweden.
Okay.
And then, I think probably my Instagram helped because they have videos to look at. When they were like showing me to Sarah or whatever, they had something to show.
Hmm.
So it was not like, oh, we have this drummer. Oh, it's only like 2 selfies on this Instagram, but she's good, you
Right.
know.
Yeah. 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 Do you think social media is kind of really important for aspiring artists?
I think it's important to have like a resume. So
Yes.
like let's say if they were showing my Instagram to the management, and as I said, like I didn't have any videos on,
Hmm.
that would not look good, right? So
Hmm.
just like I think it's just important to have like a few videos of your actual play, because sometimes when I scout other musicians,
Yeah.
I look at their videos,
Hmm.
um, because it happened that I need a guitar player or a keyboard player, and
Hmm.
then they don't have any videos. I'm like, I'm not interested, because how am I gonna know how their playing is if I can't watch anything? It's only like pictures.
Hmm.
So I think it's important to have some videos. You don't have to be like a pro Instagrammer, but have something.
Have something. Yeah. Of course. Um. So obviously, coming back to the UK drum show, it's a really great gig. It's going to be super kind of cool to see you play. I'm asking all the drummers who are playing the main stage this question. Now, I'm asking, what are you, Lina, going to bring to the table that might be different to what other drummers are going to play or bring to the table for what they're going to do? For example, Nick Collins said he was going to try and make it quite interactive and do maybe a Q&A with the audience. Jay from Tesseract said he's going to break down loads of his polyrhythms. And Chris Coleman said he just hopes he turns up. What are you going to bring?
I hope Chris Coleman turns up,
Me
because I'm
too.
so excited.
Oh my god, me too. But what are you going to bring to the table that might stand out for people coming?
Hopefully I can bring like my knowledge in different kind of music, since I play a lot of different genres and stuff like that. And maybe I will include some electronic drums or like hybrid things, and showcase my knowledge about that, and like
Hmm.
apply that to pop songs, or play maybe other genres, and everything from maybe fun. We'll see. I'm not gonna spill too much of the tea, but I have something planned that
Oh,
hopefully will be like interesting.
okay. Now that is a massive tease. We'll have to wait until September to see what exactly you're talking about. Do you feel as a drummer there's more pressure on you when approaching a drum clinic or a drum show than when you're playing, like a stadium full of tens of thousands of people?
Absolutely, yeah. Because when I work with artists, I serve the artists and the songs. It's not, most of the time it's not my personal playing. Like I can have my personal approach depending on the MD and stuff like that. But like here, it's only me representing myself. I can play exactly whatever I want to. So that's like the biggest difference. Like it's gonna be me. I can play exactly whatever I want to play, and that's really, yeah, I'm excited.
Isn't it crazy that this is your job? Isn't that madness that like you looked at the drums, you fell in love with it, and then it's become your job. You're touring all the time, you're out playing with different people. What an amazing gift and opportunity this is for you to play the drums for a job.
Yeah, and that's like it haven't been easy. Like I started practice the drums when I was 18. So from the start, from the first time I tried the drums, it took some years
Mhm.
for me to like actual start play, and then I didn't take it seriously until like I was 18, and I was like, everything in life sucks except for drums. I have to become a pro drummer. I don't have a choice. But from then, from when I was 18, 19, I've been really, really dedicated. I sacrificed a lot, so it has not been like, oh, I just slipped into like this show or I just had some luck. Nah, it's been like struggling, dedication, like sweat, tears, blood, like everything. It's really, that's the hassle. Like,
And you have been incredibly open about your battles, specifically with depression. And you've spoken openly about that, which I think is just incredibly brave because you're in the spotlight. And hopefully that inspires people to talk about their own struggles. What is it about the drums that helped you or helps you get through those kind of days where you're feeling a bit low?
well, one part of my depression is the drums.
Oh, really?
No, because I've been putting so much pressure on myself. It's almost like destructive. Like so that it sometimes it's been the best, like the highlights of my days, and sometimes I'm just breaking down in my practice room because I'm so mean to myself, and I'm telling myself I can't play, I can never be a drummer, I suck, things like that. But with the drums, I just feel like I just had something to, I just visualized my goals and my dreams, what kind of venues I want to play, who I want to play with. And that just kept me like going. And it's like, you don't have time to die. You want to achieve all your goals. Like, you're gonna like get through this and you're gonna have a good life. You just, you know.
And for any other musician that might be watching this and might maybe be battling something similar, because I don't think it's unusual for a musician to be sitting behind their instrument and feeling like they're not good enough and feeling that they just need to get better and better. What would as somebody that's either been through that journey or going through that journey, what would your advice be to somebody who needs to get through that?
I think it's still an ongoing battle. Like now it's not as worse as it was before. Like before it was every day, constantly. Like one time I had a mental breakdown after a show. I didn't get fired, but I kind of got fired because who wants to work with a drummer who has a mental breakdown after a show because she thought that she played. And I just thought to myself, like, I cannot live my life this way. I cannot try to pursue my dreams and be dedicated to this instrument and give myself shit every day. Like,
Mhm.
I was just, maybe it's because I'm also getting older, but it was kind of like, do you want to live this life where you're so mean to yourself? Or do
Mhm.
you want to like work on it because you don't know anything other in life, so you just have to play the drums. So stop being so mean to yourself while doing it, because that's not gonna make it more fun or. So it's just like you have to work on your own mindset. So every time I think like, oh, Lina, you're so bad at drums, what the fuck are you doing? Then I'm like, I'm not that bad. Like, I'm always trying to think something positive in the negative thought.
Well, Lena, with all due respect, you wouldn't have been booked for the bloody UK drum show if you were shit at drums.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're an amazing player. Your
Thank you.
versatility is unbelievable. What sort of artist are you listening to at the moment that people might be surprised that you're really listening to? What's kind of on repeat on your Spotify or your Apple Music at the moment?
I listen. You're
Oh,
gonna
it's
laugh
really
so
bad.
hard.
It's going to be really bad, isn't it?
It's like sleep music, like a special frequency. Because
It's-
I don't like. It's like oh, it's like rain music or like this sound bath music or like this. Ooh, imagine like if you're at a massage spot and they have that music. It's like what I'm walking around with
What?
listening to.
Are you being serious?
Yes. Because my brain is so overstimulated all the time.
Yeah.
So like being in the studio, be it rehearsals, whatever, you always have music. I wear my in-ears every day and it's so loud in my ears. And then when I'm not behind the drums, I'm like, mm.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
But at the gym, I'm listening to Linkin Park.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, cool, cool.
It's between Rammstein and Linkin Park. I go kind of back and forth.
You can't go wrong with either of those. You have toured all over the world, Lina. And you're a massively respected musician.
No, I haven't toured all over the world. Like, I haven't played in the States. I haven't played in Asia. I played in like Europe and UK, and so don't get it like don't.
That is still around the world. That's different places in the world. That's it's
But
international.
It sounds like I've been everywhere. I haven't yet, but
Okay,
it's gonna come though.
it 100% will. Okay, but from playing in different areas of the world, what has been the biggest Spinal Tap moment of your career?
What is a Spinal Tap moment? Is it
No.
when you can't find the stage?
Well, like, have you ever had any crazy moments like backstage or like what have you?
Like, I think the most recent fun story is that we traveled about 36 hours, no, like 40 hours to get to Dubai, and the show got postponed. So I think that was the last. We traveled like for 3 days, and the show got postponed, and then we got stuck in Dubai. We couldn't get back. We had to travel through Ethiopia, and then
Oh wow.
and
Okay.
it was now this weekend.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Lina, that's really bad. I look, I can't wait to see you perform in September at the ACC in Liverpool. The the auditorium is going to be full up of aspiring drummers from all walks of life who are inspired by all different types of genres. What advice would you give specifically to a drummer of any age that would just love to climb the ladder to success in the way that you have?
Don't limit yourself. Don't think that you're just gonna play one style of music, and don't like put like a stamp on yourself that if you can only play rock, you're just gonna be a rock drummer. Like, you can play, if you want to play rock, you can play rock. If you want to play pop, you can play jazz. You can play funk. You can play fusion. You can play country. You don't have to put yourself in like one specific spot. So just like, don't limit yourself to one thing.
Okay, that's
I
amazing.
think that's my words.
Lina, you will be performing the main stage on Sunday.
This is the eighth time you say main stage.
I have to say it. I'm being paid to say it. Go away. Leave me alone. You'll be playing the main stage, Lina. The main stage.
What stage was it again?
You can honestly, I can hold off till September to meet you. The UK Drum Show. Sunday the 29th of September at 12:45. It's going to be amazing to see you. Tickets are available now. But Lina Anderberg, thank you so much for coming on the UK Drum Show official podcast.
Thank you for having me.